Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher. And today we're going to take a look at the tangle Souk from CZT Steph Kiefhaber. Hope I pronounced that right. All right, neat border tangle. It starts off kind of similar to a couple in the first two steps. So we're going to do a subsequent, we'll say. So curve line, and then just keep going. However, for however long your border or your string line or whatever is, and I'm going to dare say you could do this on a curve or any kind of weird shape that you want. We're going to do it sort of straight, as straight as I can do it. Then we're going to do, I'm flipping my tile over so I can do the same stroke. And let's see, I'm going to start, we're going to pretend like there's that. So this one is a little tricky if you want to try to get these points to line up. So I'm trying to position my tile so that way I can see well, and also to have my curve line be nice and consistent and have my hand comfortable. I ask so much. And this probably should, there we go. Okay. Then, this part we're going to alternate. And so, pick whichever direction you want to go. Actually, this one, maybe I'll start this here. It might clean up some of this little messy that I made. So it's kind of it could be a curve line or a sort of an S shape like that. But we're alternating every diamond. Yeah, a little extra flare. Kind of looks like a flame. Or you could do just a curve line. Do take a look at the, like that. Do take a look at the for more inspiration link. That will take you to Steph's Instagram, and that way you can see her step outs. In her hand, she has some shading ideas, and I have to look here. Sometimes, well, it takes you to her Instagram so you can look through her stuff and find. Oh, there is one, yeah, down below that is real nice and shows. I think it's the same tangle. Yeah, it is. Shows some neat finishing touches that you could put on this. All right. So once you have that done, then, and again, move your tile so that way it's comfortable for you. And I'm going to start right here. Oh, actually, this one, because that would be, I like to, even if it's a little partial, I like to make sure to put that in there. Okay. So I'm going on this side here where I have, these curved lines pointing up, and looking at it like as this is a piece. Okay. So we're going to start right where this curve line starts here, or the seed shape. I'm going to come up a little bit and kind of aura it. Not going to go all the way down, but going to kind of, I like to call it bouncing. I don't know why. I'm going to bounce off that corner and then come to the top. And then back down on the other side, bounce off that corner, and then into the point where that seed shape ends. Okay, hope that makes sense. We'll do it again. We'll do it on both sides. Okay. And I'm thinking, so looking at hers, hers go up, but sometimes she's got, this shape has a little bit, is a little extended also. So you might have to just play with all of it. Play with how long that is, how big this is. All right, so doing this again, and let me get this so that way you can also, I didn't look at the camera the first time. Oh, you can see the pen tip. All right. Because some of them kind of come up And you could maybe aura a little bit of this shape if you wanted to. And that's what's so fun is because it's entirely up to you. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, and then a little wonky on the other side. That's all right. Okay, now let me get this. Yes. Going off the page. And then in her step out to finish it up, kind of does a little aura inside the diamond and fills it in. You know, and what's neat is even though some of my diamond shapes might be a little wonky or a little, kind of off to the side, it still looks really, really cool. So, doesn't matter. Now, for some shading ideas. All right. Let's see. Oh, so there's so many ideas and so many spaces that you could have fun with. You know what? I think, let's see. I'm looking. Sometimes I want to try something a little bit different. Let's do this. Just kind of, like, I don't want to say typical, but it's a nice place to start where things gather, for lack of a better way to put it. And I'm just putting a little teeny bit of graphite in here, and I have a small-ish tortillon, and I'm just going to bring that out, kind of making a little bit of a gradient. Let's see, I'm going to get all the ones going the same direction first, especially where you have these little tight spaces. If you have a nice, a newish tortillon, that's helpful. But then putting the tip, let me just turn this a little bit here, putting the tip, in that corner. I've heard Rick say, put the tip, this goes for both the pencil and the tortillon, where you want it the darkest. But it's just one of those, don't go too crazy. And I'm not doing any circles, I'm just pulling it along, inside that space there. And also, I was just going, yeah, that's the best way to wreck your tortillon. They last a good long time if you take care of them. And sometimes I don't. It could be too also how they're made, because I've had some that just mash up really, really quick, and I'll try to push. You can put a toothpick or a paper clip, and you have to unwind the paper clip, and you can stick that in there. And I've had some that just don't seem to want to do anything. I was like, oh, okay, great. But using it on the tip, it's not going to mash it, at least as quickly. By doing this kind of a motion, and actually, if I keep doing this like a pulling motion instead of pushing, that's also going to keep the tortillon from smushing up. Oh, look at how neat that looks. Now, of course, you could, if you wanted to. You could add a little aura inside. I was thinking about, doing something inside those. You could put lines. You could put orbs. Oh, and I see. I didn't do here. Yeah. I always like to make sure to get those partials. And I thought that looked a little... Something didn't look right. I just couldn't put my finger on it. That's it, right there. But it's kind of neat how you have the alternating, where the shading is, and it just creates a really, really neat look. So, lots of fun that you can have with this. Again, if you liked it, number one, would love to have you click the like button. Feel free to share it, leave comments. If you like it enough to see more, or let's just say if you like me enough to see more, would love to have you be a subscriber to the channel. Also, I haven't mentioned it in a while. Make sure to check the notification bell. I do post at least daily Sometimes I might have like some class replays that I'm also posting. So if you are one like me that doesn't like your phone blowing up, or your devices blowing up with notifications and things, make sure to set that the way you want to have it set. Because I'd rather have you receive no notification than be annoyed by all of the notifications from videos being posted. That's why I share that. In the description section, again, you'll find links to the step outs. I always do my own version of it, and then I post the for more inspiration is always the originator of the tangle, and if for some reason there's other things of interest, I would put them there also. Below that, ways to connect with me. So if I have a link to my website, link to, if you happen to be on Facebook, we have a beautiful Facebook group that is really active, very supportive. If you decide to join, I do ask a couple. I have a couple required membership questions because I just want to make sure that it's understood, and just to set the tone of the group. And so those are the two things that I ask. The other two are just like like an acknowledgement. It's nice if you do, but if the first two aren't, it's a it's an immediate decision. So so anyway, would love to have you join us. And also, if you do, share your work. If you join us on the Facebook group, I don't care. If you think it looks like you did it with your toes, nobody on the group cares. We just, it's not about that. It's about the journey, your personal journey. And we all I think I made a post. We all come from different, we all have different abilities, different skills, and we all have different challenges. And Zentangle is about, us just doing our best for ourselves. And we all want to enjoy that with you. So, let us celebrate with you. So if you join us, make sure that you post because we want to see. And I do classes online. So if you are interested in something like that, information is on my website as well. I have a lot that are free, and I have some that are paid, so that way I can continue to do things. And yeah, if you can't find any information, leave a comment. There's ways to connect me via my website and whatnot. So would love to connect. All right. So with that, thanks so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.